It's Final Four time in state soccer playoffs. 6A boys tonight, the Ford game of the week. On YurView, Jenks is hosting Norman North. Hi everybody, Mike Ziegenhorn alongside me, the coach Brian Harvey. We are at Allen Trimble Stadium in Jenks tonight, and a good matchup between these two teams. It's a good time of the year if you're a soccer fan.
It's a great time of the year. Two teams who are really on hot form at the moment, so I expect a very tight game this evening.
All right, let's check out the starting lineups for both of these teams tonight. Nong Kwol is the guy we're going to look at for Jenks.
Yep.
Solid performer on the field, isn't he?
Very dynamic player, scored 2 goals on the last outings, and he's a player we need to be looking out for tonight.
And on the other side for Norman North, Jamison Biles. Watch out for him.
Well, here's a kid, he can score goals and he can also chip in with an assist. So he's somebody else that's going to be very dangerous this evening.
All right, the semifinals in 6A boys just a few minutes away. Jenks and Norman North, it's the Ford game of the week.
Reason number 12, why you should own a ThermoSpa's hot tub. They require no attachment to your home's plumbing. Simply fill it with a garden hose and plug it in. ThermoSpa's unique thermofiltration system is completely built in and filters the water an incredible 144 times a day, so your water stays crystal clear with very little maintenance. Call to receive a free DVD and 48-page brochure and find out how you can own a ThermoSpa's for only a few dollars a day. And right now, we're offering 0% financing. There will never be a better time to own a ThermoSpa's hot tub. This offer includes free delivery, free chemicals, and a $400 cash coupon. That's $1,000 in savings. So call now and ask about 0% financing.
ThermoSpa's, 800-998-0254.
The fabric in this bulletproof vest is so strong, it can stop a speeding bullet. And this biaxial braid fabric is so strong, we decided to build a hose out of it. And here it is, the brand new Pocket Hose Brass Bullet. So incredibly strong, it can stop these trucks dead in their tracks. Just turn on the water and watch the brass bullet inflate and expand to a full-size super hose. Then when you're done, turn off the water and it shrinks back down to a lightweight pocket hose. This new brass bullet hose will never tangle or kink. Never! Get the incredible 25-foot Pocket Hose Brass Bullet today for only $19.99. And you'll also get the Turbo Shot Jet Nozzle free. Order now and you can double your order. Just pay a separate fee. Toss the old hoses away and grab a brass bullet hose today.
Call 1-800-968-9556 to get your brass bullet hose. Call or visit brassbullethose.com. So call 1-800-968-9556. Order now.
Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Mid-First Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile. Mazzios. And by Weoki Credit Union.
Welcome back to Jenks America. Tonight we're at Allen Trimble Stadium. It's the Ford game of the week. Mike Ziegenhorn, Brian Harvey, and the rest of our YurView crew with you on this beautiful Tuesday night, Coach. And man, the weather is cooperating so far. Wind's going to be blowing out of the south, which is our right if you're looking at the screen. So going from your right to your left at about 13 miles an hour. That could have a little bit of an impact in this game.
Yeah, it could have a little bit of an impact, but I mean, these guys, they've been playing in the wind most of the spring, so I think they've got it figured out by now. But it's going to be a very, very close game this evening.
There you look at the head coach of the Jenks Trojans, Eric Marshall, played his high school soccer here locally at Broken Arrow. Went on to Duke. Then the last 10 years was an assistant at Union. And he was part of the team that won the state championship back in 2016. And he's on the verge in his first year here at Jenks of winning a state title. They are one game away from getting to the title game this weekend.
Yeah, one game away, and it's one of those games where it could go either way. Both teams are showing rich vein of form. They're coming in. I believe Norman are on a winning streak of 6, and I think Jenks are also at 5, is it, Mike?
Yeah, they've won 5. They've won 7 of their last 8, and they've been streaking as well. Then you look at Giovanni Claros, the head coach at Norman North, and he's been involved in soccer in that community for a long time. Coach.
Yeah. He played for me his last year. He transferred. He transferred into Oklahoma City University, but he's been a big part of what soccer's about in Norman. He's done a tremendous job.
A very successful soccer team in Norman North. They won 2 5A state championships back in 2000 and then in 2003. And then when they moved up in classification in 6A, Coach, they've won 4 of the last 8 6A titles going all the way back to 2010.
Yeah, he's done a tremendous job, not only with the high school, but also with the youth and the soccer community.
Their last title was all the way back in 2015. Their girls team also has a championship in 2014. Norman North got here in round 1. They beat U.S. Grant 3-1. Then on Friday, they beat PC North 1-0. That game was in overtime. Jenks also got here with a big win on Friday night at Broken Arrow. In fact, they beat Broken Arrow twice this year. They got a game-winning goal from Nong Qual, who had 2 goals in the game. One he scored late to tie it up, and then the golden goal in overtime to go ahead and get the victory.
Yeah, it's quite a feat, actually. And I think they deserve to be here.
Here you see our weather, 89 degrees. The wind is kicked up a little bit. It's now about 17 miles an hour, blowing out of the south. Let's go to the PA announcer for the lineups.
Number 1, Sully Newton. Number 2, Carson Stewart. Number 3, Ian Chilson. Number 6, Daniel Perry. Number 7, Tanner Ringo. Number 8, Noah Liddell. Number 9, Logan Wilton. Number 10, Jameson Miles. Number 12, Jacob Hunter.
Number 13, Brian Varva. Number 14, Jordan Geralds. Number 15, Tate Tettleton. Number 16, Matt Capechuck. Number 17, Josh Smiddle. Number 18, Fletcher Hopper. Wearing number 21, Jake Saribia. Number 22, Jack Livingston. And number 23, Desean Mccumber. The Timberwolves are coached by Giovanni Claros, assisted by Ashton Bray, Alex Burney, and Ethan Dvorak. And now, soccer fans, let's meet the home team on the scoreboard. Your Jenks Trojans, wearing number 1, Nang Tung. Number 6, Brooks Rogers. Number 3, Ethan Castee. Number 4, Jin Lin. Number 43, Mazael Mendez. Number 10, Alex Obermark. Number 11, Jose Prado. Number 21, Eric Quiroz. Number 8, Derek Hodson. Wearing number 12, Cameron McCurdy. Number 17, Keegan Helms. Number 23, Jacob Batchelor. Number 27, Eshwar Chala. Number 22, Colby Gould. Number 21, Cameron Morris. Number 20, Ah Oo. Number 37, Will Edwards. Number 24, AJ Franklin. Number 7, John Qual Poo. Number 16, Pao Thang. Number 99, Nang Qual. And wearing number 95, Cam Twong. Your Trojans are coached by Eric Marshall, assisted by Brent Lawless, James Gross, and Campy Twang. Tonight's officiating crew: assistant referee Marcus Weddington, assistant referee Robert Haig, and your center official, Mr. Larry Gillette. Soccer fans, at this time we ask that you please rise and direct your attention to the symbol of freedom as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And that's the starting lineups in your national anthem. We are ready for 6A semifinal state soccer action. Also going on tonight. Boys, Union is taking on Edmond North. Their game starts at 8 o'clock. Girls action, Mustang and Norman. And Broken Arrow and Norman North will have a brand new champ and 6A girls soccer coach. Union and Brian Elliott, their head coach, had won the last 3 state championships, and they were ousted by Broken Arrow last Friday.
Yeah, it would be very difficult to replace the girls that he had playing for him last year, and I believe that group of girls, they were 51 and 2. So it was definitely a rebuilding year for Brian.
Yeah, rebuilding and you make it to the state quarterfinals.
Yes,
that's not too bad.
That's not too shabby.
5A boys, Northwest Classens taking on East Central tonight, and Kelly's taking on Santa Fe South. And in 5A girls, McGinnis is battling Booker T, while Cassia Hall, a surprise in the girls semifinals for the first time, taking on Piedmont, and they beat Bishop Kelly. And we know how strong the Bishop Kelly girls program has been.
Bishop Kelly's been a powerhouse over the last 10, 15 years. It's a tremendous program. I've had several girls come and join me at OCU from that program.
You take a look at the keeper for Norman North. The only sophomore in the starting lineup tonight for Giovanni Claros is a sophomore, Sully Newton. How about that as your keeper?
Yeah, usually it's a position that you like experience, but Gio's pretty high on this guy. Thinks he's a very good keeper.
And in the net for Jenks, their keeper tonight, Adam Lawrence. I'm sorry, AJ Franklin.
Yeah, we saw him play last time we were here, and he's very accomplished.
And Jenks will start things off, Will Edwards. And we are underway in this semifinal showdown. Norman North in their road dark green uniforms, Jenks in the home white. And the Timberwolves already have a goal kick to start things out, first 15 seconds into this soccer match.
Norman, they look like they're lining up with 4 at the back, 4 defenders, 2 holding midfield players, 3 attacking midfield players ahead of them, and 1 high point man, which the ball just went to just then.
Take a step. Right outside.
We were here earlier this year for the Union Jenks showdown, and a match that Union ended up coming out of here with a victory. I'm sure both those teams, if they win tonight, Jenks would like to see that rematch and get a chance to win it.
This looks like a promising attack down the right-hand flank. Good cross with his left foot.
Will Edwards tries to track it down for Jenks. Bangqual, number 99 for Jenks, who kicked his way, his team into this state semifinal game. They were scoreless with Broken Arrow late, and Broken Arrow got a goal with about 10 minutes to go, and then Jenks scored off the foot of Qual with a couple minutes left, and then he got the golden goal in overtime, Coach.
Yeah, it's a difficult way to get there, but you're in the semifinals. State now, anything can happen.
And ball tipped out of bounds off Jenks, so it'll be a throw-in for Norman North. High school plays 2 40-minute running clock halves.
Obviously, we've got a long throw coming up here, and it's quite dangerous.
Jenks with a chance.
And I think he was offside.
And they did call it offside. Sully Newton came out of the box area, but it's going to be an offside. You heard some of the Jenks fans getting excited as Paul was off to the races.
He was off to the races. It was quite a tight call, actually. Classic counter-attack, but he just got ahead of that last defender.
Free kick for the Timberwolves. North players is down.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a knee injury, and rightfully so. He looks like he's in some pain. The referee did well there by stopping the game. Yeah, I think it's.
Well, maybe it's acting like he hit his head, possibly, Coach.
I think it's right. I think it's his right knee. I think. Yeah, we can see the trainer now taking a look at his knee.
Well, let's check out how Jenks got here from their game the other night out in Broken Arrow. And here's the golden goal off the foot of Quall. Look at that. Shot from the stands.
Yeah, that's a great shot. And it was also, I mean, he chipped the goalkeeper. That's good stuff. Everybody's excited. We're heading to the Final Four.
And there he is, and obviously some concern for the Norman North player that is down on the turf right now. I think he's sitting up, and he will walk off on his own.
It's always difficult to see who these players are. Their numbers just blend in with their uniforms.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing the numbers. That is number 8.
Yes, it is.
Noah Liddell, and he'll be replaced by number 22, Jack Livingston. This roster for Norman North, 10 seniors, 5 juniors, and 3 sophomores. So a lot of experience out there.
Go Jordan! Yeah!
And they start 3 of those juniors in tonight's match.
An opportunity here to get men forward, put them in the penalty area. Tried to long ball straight down, very vertical.
Keegan Helms with the nice kick toward the goal, bounced around. Taken by Jenks. Will Edwards trying to get out of trouble. And looking for Nong Quall on the outside. Trojans taking their time, Coach, trying to set something up.
Yeah, they showed a little bit of patience. Neither side's really settled down yet. Expect to see a lot more passing. It's a free kick. Sort of nice overlap from the fullback there.
There's Jamison Biles, number 10, the athlete we highlighted in the open. Coach comes into the game with 7 goals and 5 assists on the season. That's not bad for 17 games played, is it?
Yeah, it's very good, and especially for a midfield player to chip in 7 goals.
AJ Franklin quickly gets it out of the net. Up the field. Norman North will settle down and wait for something to happen. Jen Leon heads it out for Jenks. Ahead to Quong, or Nong Quall ahead.
It's a very good effort. He did a real nice spin, got the ball onto his left foot, but the execution of the shot was not the best.
Actually, that was 95, Cam Twong. There's a shot toward the goal and a little bit high.
And you can see here, the ball just wouldn't really sit for him on his right foot, but he does a nice spin move and gets both defenders to commit, but didn't really connect with his left foot on the shot.
See Cam Twong. Jenks has definitely been on the attack here in the first 5 or 6 minutes of the soccer match.
They're definitely the more lively of the 2 teams. But you expect that a little bit. Mike, you know, they're the home side. They're going to try to get the fans involved.
Norman North player down. Keegan Helms with the slide tackle, and the referee says to play on. It's Tate Tettleton who went down and holding his back of his thigh. Now here comes Jenks again on the move.
Final pass was just a little bit too heavy. It runs to the goalkeeper, but going back to the previous play on Tettleton, I think it was a free kick. I think the referee missed that one.
Here comes Jenks again.
And again, it's a little bit too vertical. That's going to run straight to the goalkeeper.
Kicked out of bounds by Jin Leon of Jenks, so Norman North will have a throw-in.
Number 23. Hey guys, time! Get it, time! Woo! Attaboy! That's it. Good.
That one blasted out of bounds by Misiel Mendez.
So we've got the first corner of the evening.
Hey guys, tight! Hey, to the mark!
Gives Norman an opportunity to get men inside the penalty area, see if they've got anything pre-planned here. It's a throw-in. But it could be a corner kick.
Toward the goal, and I think it looked like it was punched out by the keeper, Franklin.
Yeah, he did. He did a good job. He came into a lot of traffic, came through the traffic, punched it out. But that throw-in, it's as good as a corner kick.
So Franklin with the goal kick, 8.5 minutes into this soccer match. Will Edwards of Jenks, and he couldn't run her down, taken away by the Norman North defense, and then right back from Jenks. Nong Qual, left-footed, toward the goal and just wide.
It's a good effort. He did a clever step over, got his defender turning the wrong way, and then fired across with his left foot, looking for the far post. You can see he has a clever step over, wrong foot's the defender, aiming for the far post, but just a little bit, pulls it just wide, not too much, just a little too much of it.
So Sully Newton with the goal kick. Norman North 12-2 on the year. Also went to the state semifinals last year in 2017 with a 11-6 record. Coming into this, they have won 6 straight. Jenks has won 7 of their last 8, so both these teams hot at the right time of year. Misiel Mendez gets it forward to Qual.
That's a nice overlap by the left fullback.
Cross. Kicked out by the North defense, and it's going to be a throw-in for Jenks.
I think we've got a corner kick, I think, Mike.
Did it go across the inline?
I believe so.
Yes.
I think the linesman over here indicated that it did.
Call, that's Will Edwards, the sophomore.
It's a good ball in.
Headed toward the goal by one of the Norman North players, and it's going to go across the inline. And another corner kick for Jenks. Jenks will have another opportunity. And that one goes across to the other side of the field, and the Jenks throw in on that side.
Tanner, come in. Never mind, no, stay. On back, no turn. Why?
Will Edwards triple team over there in the
Yeah.
corner. Just kept backing up to get away from the defense, and they cleared the ball out.
Yeah, he had clever feet, happy feet that were dancing.
Taken away by Jen Leon.
Well, it was a little ambitious distance for the shot. It was a little bit too great.
A little high.
Yeah.
High and wide left if he was trying to get a field goal out of it through the uprights. And the keeper, Sully Newton, will have to track down a ball over the corner. And another goal kick for Norman North. Good foot with that 15-mile-an-hour wind behind him, gets it near midfield.
Step up, step up, step up.
Coach, you talked to Eric Marshall before the game. You know, you said his brother played for you.
Yes, he did. He was a good player. Eric himself was an excellent player. Tremendous speed. This looks a promising attack right here.
3 on 4. That's Will Edwards looking for somebody to cross it to. Gets it toward the goal, and it's kicked out by the North defense, and it's going to be a corner kick again for Jenks. Definitely got the bloodlines. Look at Will Edwards, a little sophomore, getting it toward that nice defense.
Actually, he's playing rather well at the moment. I mean, there's a lot of the offense is running through him. It's a good take by the goalkeeper. Excellent take.
Newton goes up strong at the sophomore and doesn't allow anybody else to get the ball.
No, he wasn't going to let anybody bully him off the ball. He showed a really good pair of hands, strong.
Nice punt as he gets it deep into the Jenks end of the field, but it'll be a throw in for the Trojans. Jenks has definitely been the aggressor here in the first half.
Yeah, they've definitely had the better of the opening of the game, and nothing really to show for it at the moment, but tested the goalkeeper a couple of times. And here we have this long throw again, which is quite a useful weapon. It gets everybody to back off and then plays it short. Now he's a little bit closer to goal. I think that you can see a defender coming up the field, so obviously he's going to go a little bit more direct.
That's Jordan Geralds. His brother, Jacob, played for this Norman North team, led them to a state championship back at 15. Geralds, his shot rejected by Edwards, and then it bounced off Geralds, so Jenks will get the throw in.
Yeah, he was a little unlucky, actually.
That's ours, that's ours.
Good footwork on the far side of the field.
Edwards again trying to get something going offensively. Referee says play on. Tate Tettleton, I think, goes down again.
Yeah, he did. It was, I think the other one was more of a foul than this one. And there he shows him the ball a little bit, which allows him to just get his foot and poke it away. He shows it to him right there. And he's allowed to just get his toe and poke it away. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, somehow Quall gets away from 2 defenders.
Yeah, it was clever dribbling work, but the final pass was a little bit heavy, but nice footwork on the far side.
He's not happy with the shot he took that went up high on the netting behind the goal.
Yeah, the approach work to the shot deserved the better shot, actually, because it was very clever footwork to get him the opening.
Gerald's with the header to get it out of their end. Shin Leon forward.
At the moment, all one-on-one battles are getting won by Jenks. They're winning the aerial game. They're anticipating a little bit better. They're winning. They're tackling a little bit stronger. So it's definitely going Jenks' way at the moment.
Noah Liddell checks back in for Norman North after he had a stoppage in play for an injury for him a little bit earlier in this first half.
Norman, they're trying that long ball to their high play. That's about 5-6 times they've played that long ball, and they're not getting much success with it.
Another throw in for Jenks. Keegan Helms. Edwards the header. And it goes over the end line as Cam Kwong unable to get it.
Keeper did well. He held his ground and eventually got his body in between and just allowed the ball to go out for a goal kick.
A little bit more than 21 minutes left in this first half. You're watching Jenks and Norman North. It's the Ford game of the week. Ball was missed, but the keeper A.J. Franklin is there surrounded by a couple of Jenks defenders to make sure it did not get loose.
Yeah, but that was a little bit more.
For an easy goal.
Yeah, that was a little bit more promising for Norman. They got some combination play going. That's a great first touch. He's a clever player.
Edwards again, crossing into the middle.
He should have released the ball. The ball should have gone to the wide as well.
Yeah, he had non-Quall out there on the wing. And once he got around that defender, there was 2 others waiting for him, and that's when you pass it.
Yes, Mike, you're quite correct. The ball should have got off his feet.
Right there.
Yep. And he just ran and he went down a cul-de-sac. No way out.
I like that. You said it how? A cul-de-sac?
A cul-de-sac.
Is that the European version? Here in Oklahoma, I think we call it a cul-de-sac. It means there's nowhere to go, right? You're trapped.
Yes, sir. You're going down a one-way street.
Cameron McCurdy now.
Now he's got to release it.
Over to the right side to Mendez. Back to McCurdy. Toward the goal, header, and a little bit too high from Cam Kwong.
Actually, it was a very nice build-up, and then the ball took a deflection. It takes a deflection out of the way. Right here, it takes the deflection and puts him in that ball would have been behind him, but the ball was played in, the deflection gets him one-on-one with the goalkeeper. As you said, he headed it over.
Well, Coach, we saw this Jenks team about 2 or 3 games into the season.
Yes, sir.
Look how much they've improved
since
that time in that game where they played Union earlier in the year.
Yeah, it's night and day. They look a much better team today than what they did earlier on in the season.
Coach Marshall in his first year has done a great job with this squad, assisted by Brent Lawless. playing just so well as a team.
No, they've got some dynamic going on up top. They've got excellent people with the ball at the feet. They can stop and start very quickly. They're really unbalanced from the Norman defense at the moment. And again, there's those one-on-one battles that they're winning.
Edwards tries to get through the defender and loses it. Jenks maintains possession. Jen Leon kicks it toward the goal. And a save by the keeper, Sully Newton.
And there's that long ball again to the high man. And the idea is the three players behind him should come in and really give him more support, but so far he hasn't been able to hold on to the ball.
Edwards, nice pass forward to Mendez.
Keeper did well. Keeper did well. Saw the danger, got off his line quickly, and smothered it.
Newton quickly sprinted to his left to keep Twong from getting a chance at a shot on goal. North trying to set something up offensively.
It's a little bit better. They're a little bit more patient, playing to feet, finding their man a little bit, gradually moving more players up the field in support.
Back to Jordan Geralds.
Now he's going to go long.
Headed out by Jenks Keegan Helms. Bang Bang will throw it in for Jenks.
Yeah, I think he could see the pass that he was looking for there, but unfortunately his execution wasn't the best. But tactically he made the right decision, but technically he just didn't get it right.
And a substitute for Norman North. Checking into the game is number 23, Desean Mccumber. Looks like Jake Saribia will throw it in. And that is off Norman North, so it'll be a Jenks throw in, and they don't waste any time. Keegan Helms quickly gets it upfield. Switch things up a little bit, Coach.
Yep.
Non Qualls now on this right side. He played on the left side most of the first half. For a good portion of it. They flipped him over here, haven't they?
They must think that he has a better chance of going one-on-one against the fullback over here.
That's Mendez.
Clever play.
Toward the goal. Nice play by Newton.
It's a clever play by Mendez on the right-hand side.
Stolen by Ethan Casti. penalty, another penalty against Jenks. Another foul.
Yep, it was a little bit late. Did. Right there. Six players forward here. We'll see what kind of movement they've got going. That's a good ball in.
Toward the back. Might have been headed out by Keegan Helms of Jenks, but they're going to say it went off one of the Norman North players. So
give a water goal kick.
And AJ Franklin quickly gets it out on the wing. Nice tip pass to Will Edwards off the foot of Jose Prado. Alex Obermark now checks back in, or checks in for Jenks. And Nong Qual, who's been very active in the first half, played both sides of the field, gets a breather, much needed.
Yeah, he's been very busy.
Now here comes Mendez again.
Just a little bit too heavy with the pass. Good idea.
And another foul on Jenks. So another free kick for Norman North. That's their fifth.
Yep.
Jenks' fifth foul here in the first half.
It's an obvious free kick.
Jordan Gerald's.
It's a good ball in.
It's going to be a corner kick now.
It is.
It's off Keegan Helm, so Norman North will get an opportunity with their first corner kick of the night.
Yep, they've got something planned here, trying to screen the goalkeeper off.
To the back side of the box. Jenks, Mendez, and Edwards trying to clear it out. Instead, Norman North comes down with it. Casti heads it away. Mendez goes down in pain. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Mccumber.
Oh yeah, it's an obvious kick. The referee's having a word with the player now.
Mendez doesn't look like he's hurting too bad, Coach.
No,
he's sprinting. He's okay.
Well, yeah.
Now a penalty against Norman North. Jenks will have a free kick about 40 yards out. Foul on Jamison Biles. Things getting a little testy, I think, between these two teams. Sully Newton directing his defense. Edwards chips it toward the goal, and Newton takes it on one hop.
Well, didn't really work out for him. He's been a little bit better pushing players back into the area and see if they could find something with a header.
Now here comes Mendez again for Jenks. That cross a little too long. Edwards, though, able to run it down. and keep it from going. Oh, it did cross the line and out of bounds, so a throw in for Norman North. And it'll be a Jenks throw in as North having trouble, Coach, really controlling the ball and getting some action.
Yeah, they're having difficulty connecting with their front men, and it's allowing Jenks to see a lot more of the ball.
Edwards getting by 2 defenders, but not a third, and it's kicked out of bounds, but a throw in for Jenks. Boy, he's really quick with his feet, isn't he?
He's got very quick feet. He has the ability to stop and start people as well.
Ball thrown in, headed toward the goal area. And then headed out of bounds by North. It'll be a Jenks throw in again. And it's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Timberwolves. Coming up on the 35-minute mark here in the first half. Giovanni Claros, the head coach, assisted by Ashton Bray and Alex Burney and Ethan Dvorak. And as we mentioned, Norman North has won 4 of the last 8 Class 6A state championship games. All the way back to, they won at 10, 12, 14, and 15. And they were in the semifinals last year.
No, they've got a great tradition.
Jenks has 5 boys championships in soccer. From 87 through 91, they won 4 titles in 5 years. And then their last title was all the way back in 2006, 12 years ago.
Good tackle. Timely interception.
That was James Biles who knocked Will Edwards out of the way to get the ball. Well, Coach, you're watching, it just seems like every time Norman North has an opportunity, there's 1 or 2 white jerseys in front of them, almost like the Jenks players are just appearing out of nowhere to take the ball away.
Yeah, they're definitely winning the second ball when the ball comes in to any Norman player. If his first touch is not a good one, Jenks are all over it.
Jordan Gerald's the junior. The free kick is another penalty against Jenks. That's 6?
Yep, I think so.
6 here in the first half.
He's going to go route 1.
Long ball, I think they're taking advantage of that 15-mile-an-hour wind out of the south. And Jenks will have a throw in. It's helped them in opportunities to get the ball deep. They just haven't controlled it when it got down there near the goal.
Yeah, they have. They can't really hold the ball up, and it'll be interesting to see what coach does at halftime. Sometimes it's better going into the wind.
Third straight throw in for Jenks. Penalty against Jenks, so Norman North a free kick. Final 2 minutes here in the first half. headed out over the end line, and
he's awarded a corner kick.
Yeah, they're saying it was off Jenks, so a corner kick for Norman North. Just their second of the night. See what type of play they're going to set up here and try and get a goal. They've not had many opportunities to score in the first half, and that one was fairly close. And another header. It goes wide, and really offside. I don't know, Coach. I don't like the offside in the box. Once you're in the box, I think everything should be free game. You don't agree with that? I know you're old school, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm old school. There you go.
I didn't say you were old. I just said old school. Now Will Edwards going to take it his own. Will Edwards scores. What a move.
Great goal
by the sophomore, and his teammates swarm him. Wow.
It's a great individual goal, and even after he beats his first man, he's still got a lot of work to do to get this ball into an area where he can get one-on-one with the keeper. Excellent individual play. Great time to score right before half-time.
No assist needed on that one. He took it from about 40 yards out. Look at him run by everybody and then just chip it right over the keeper.
Keeper got caught in no landing. He wasn't close enough to press the ball, and he wasn't further back to protect the goal. So all in all, excellent individual goal.
He turned on another level of speed, Coach. There was 4 Norman North defenders there, and he got by every one of them.
No, everybody was giving him chase. Great time to score.
You can see why he was named the Trojan Offensive Player of the Year last year. Came into tonight's game with a couple of goals on the season for Jenks. Casti clears it out. Now here comes Jose Prado. Mendez, they're going to probably try and kill this last 10 seconds and go into the locker room with a 1-0 lead.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Claros not happy, tips that ball away. Boy, you can see him, he is angrily walking to the end. And he's going to have some choice words for his Norman North team, isn't he?
He certainly is better than he was a competitor when he played. He was a great competitor.
First half dominated by Jenks. They come up big at the 39:08 mark. Will Edwards, the sophomore, takes the ball from about 40 yards out and just sprints by everybody and chips it over the head of the keeper, Sully Newton. Joining us now is head coach Eric Marshall. And coach, good way to end that first half, wasn't it?
Yes, definitely a good way to end the half. I think we put a decent amount of pressure on them the first half. I really wish we would have finished a few more chances that we had, decent looks on goal, but I'll definitely take that going into halftime.
I thought that Mendez had a great influence on the game tonight for you, Coach.
Yes, he is our workhorse in the midfield. He's definitely works from 18 to 18. Definitely a technical player that uses his body very well and very smart and technical on the ball as well. So very good in controlling that midfield for us.
Thanks, Eric Marshall. Appreciate your time. We're going to take a break. Jenks leads it 1-0. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
Eric.
Halftime on Game Time is brought to you by the Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Tune in each week as we bring you some of the best players in the nation all fall long.
We're back halftime. Some of the Norman North fans that are here tonight in Jenks made the drive up the turnpike, and they are on the wrong side of a 1-0 Jenks lead. And take a look at the first half highlights, Coach, and pretty much all Jenks.
Well, Jenks, they took the initiative early on in the game, and you can see here, this is a great stop and start. He uses his left foot, and it's a good block by the defender. And again, we see Jenks on the attack, nice combination play. And he just overstrikes the ball a little bit too heavy with his final touch. And this is a great step over, and he just flashes past the far post, but great footwork on the far left-hand side. And here's another good play. Henderson showing us what he could do there.
And defensively, Norman has done a great job, and then the keeper, Sully Newton, was solid.
He's solid. I mean, he showed great pair of hands there. And this was the one early on that I felt should have been a goal, but unfortunately for the young man, he headed over instead of heading in. And another good cross. Had the goalkeeper at full stretch. And here's the goal. It was a steal, and then he just saw some daylight. Keeper comes out, and it's a wonderful chip shot over the head of the keeper.
Wow, nice shot by Will Edwards, the sophomore. You saw him just flip the ball ahead and outrun everybody to get to it, and that's why Jenks is on top 1-0. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week. It's the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show.
Do you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS? If so, you may qualify for the IRS Fresh Start program, so you won't have to make any payments to the IRS. That's right. If you qualify for the IRS Fresh Start program, you won't make any IRS payments once you are accepted. Once you're in the IRS Fresh Start program, the IRS will stop all harassing and threatening collection activities. Call Fidelity Tax Relief at 800-430-2910 to see if you qualify. 800-430-2910.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? After all, a visit to the dentist can easily cost $2,000 or more. Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call now and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. Activate your card and you can start using it immediately. From exams and cleanings to more expensive procedures like crowns, dentures, even braces, they're all included with the Carefree Dental Card. Say you go to the dentist today without any card and your bill is, well, ouch. Wait a minute, let's try that again. You go to the dentist today and show your Carefree Dental Card, you save $525. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month, and everyone in your household can use the same card.
To get your free dental card information kit, call the number on your screen now and find out about the free vision and pharmacy coverage.
Is your family protected if something happens to you?
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me.
Help protect your family with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage with rates starting at just $9.40 a month. You cannot be turned down. In fact, TrueStage policies are protecting over 17 million Americans.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Get coverage today. Call 1-800-809-8356.
Want to be leading in fouls, but you know what? They're on the scoreboard 1-0. We'll be back.
If you or a loved one had hip replacement surgery using a metal-on-metal hip implant between 2007 and 2016, you may be entitled to a cash award. A number of metal-on-metal hip replacement models were recalled due to defects that often result in the need for revision surgery. If you required a revision surgery after having hip replacement surgery, call the Gold Shield Group at 888-522-8734. That's 888-522-8734. Hip replacement manufacturers have set aside billions of dollars to pay people who receive defective metal-on-metal hip replacements. If you or a loved one had hip replacement surgery between 2007 and 2016 and were later diagnosed with metallosis, had a revision surgery, or if you're scheduled to have revision surgery, call the Gold Shield Group toll-free at 888-522-8734. We've helped thousands of people and we can help you. But there are time limits to file a claim. So call now at 888-522-8734. That's 888-522-8734.
If you're struggling with at least $10,000 in credit card debt, you could qualify for National Debt Relief's Debt Reset Program. This program can reduce the balances on your debt and reduce your monthly payments while you become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. There are no upfront costs or out-of-pocket expenses. Imagine being debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Call now to see if you qualify. You can talk to a counselor right now.
Call 800-694-6795.
Join the hiring revolution. At ericsjobs.com, you can post a 30-day job ad for only $25. That's right, only $25. What's the revolution? It's only $25 to post a 30-day job ad, and we reach the same candidates as those other job sites. So get in on the hiring revolution and post your jobs today for $25. Free for job seekers, great for business. ericsjobs.com, $25 job postings.
But of Pao Tang, and they got it. 1-0 was the final in that one, and that was one of those games, Coach, where neither team did anything, and that was kicked in from about 40 yards out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Pao Tang, the senior, and he wants to go on to play in college, and he scored the game winner, first game of the year, and Jenks was on its way. They're now 10-4, and you see what they did. They beat Broken Arrow last Friday night in overtime, while Norman North was a winner over PC North. That was in the state quarterfinals.
And that was also overtime win as well, I believe.
And we're still waiting for Norman North to come out for half number 2. Jenks is ready to go, and I bet they're getting an earful from Giovanni in the locker room, aren't they? Union is playing Edmond North. They are just getting set to kick off over at Union. Union beat Stillwater 3-0, and then Edmond North defeated Deer Creek 4-2, and you see your final 4 teams in the boys 6A bracket. And there you see a number of the fans out here in support of this Jenks soccer team and the state semis. Again, the Trojans are ready to go. They are fired up. They lead at 1-0, and they're just ready to play some soccer, aren't they?
I don't know. I think Gio may have locked them in the locker room.
I think somebody needs to go pound on the door and say, hey, Coach, come on out. We're ready to play another half. You still got, and here they come. You got 40 minutes left. Let's get rolling. Now, I know if this was football, they'd put another 3 minutes on the clock. And a 20-minute half would turn into 29 minutes. Can't really tell by the faces of those players if they did get an earful, but you know Giovanni well enough that he was, and you saw the way he stomped off the field, not happy with giving up that goal late.
He was not a happy camper, but he's a competitor, and I think, as any coach would as well, I mean, to give a goal away with 30 seconds left upon the clock, psychologically, it's not the best feeling in the world for the team to know that you've got to go in that locker room and you've got to come back out and you're 1-0 down. So let's see how they react, and let's see how responsible they are as a team.
Let's get these motherfuckers. Let's go.
Second half ready to get underway. A.J. Franklin in the net for Jenks. Only had to, did he even have a save in the first half?
I believe he just had, no, I don't believe he did.
No saves, and only a couple of shots that were near the goal for Norman North. I mean, he didn't have a lot of work to do, which if you're a goalkeeper, that's what you want.
Of course. You don't want to be the hero if you're the goalkeeper.
That's right. You want somebody else to get all the credit. He could probably go all night and not touch the ball and be happy about it. That means everybody else is doing
happy
work.
Camper.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see whether they change their form out yet. Well, I'm looking to see whether they've changed their formation at all.
Looks like this half they may have five. Looks like 5 defenders back, Coach.
Yep. Jenks are playing with a back 4 and a holding midfield player. 2 up high, 3 in the midfield.
So 30 seconds into this one, and Jenks kicks it deep.
Yeah, Jenks just have to keep on doing what they're doing. They can't go back into a shell and just let Norman come on to them. They've got to really keep on doing what they were doing in the first half because it was very successful for them.
Jen Leon kicks it out, so Norman North will get the throw in on their side, right in front of their bench. Try and get something going offensively. Just 2 shots on goal in the first half. And now it looks like they're going to get another opportunity at a corner kick.
I'm looking at the linesman on the far side. He's saying that the ball went out for a throw-in before this action occurred down by the goal line. So I think he's going to give a throw-in to Jenks higher up the field.
Norman North players, 3 of them were in the box saying, hey, what are you doing? It's a corner kick. And you heard the referee say, no, it went out of bounds all across the line.
Yep. Good observation by the linesman on the far side.
Des twisted around, somehow comes up with the ball. And now Jenks works across the sideline. That young man went down hard. It looked like he hit the back of his head.
Actually, he did go down hard. Yeah, you can see he falls rather awkwardly. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he hit the back of his head and he went down.
He did.
He's having trouble standing up right now, so he may have. Brent Wallace, the assistant coach, talking to the young man. Pao Tang will check into the lineup for Jenks. Cameron McCurdy is going to take the free kick after the penalty against Norman North. That headed back, and that's going to be a corner kick for Jenks.
No. Look. Thank you.
Yeah, you heard the PA announcer. If you want him to hear you say no, you're going to have to either bang on the wall or run in there. Unless he's got the game on. He might be watching the game in there. Maybe he heard you, because as soon as you said no, he changed his mind, didn't he? There's the corner kick from Jenks, and
it's a good header. Good save. Straight to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper didn't really have to move, but it was a very, very good header by the defensive midfield player.
I think it was off Ethan Castee, and the senior tried to get a goal. What is probably will be his last home game, win or lose.
Good. Hey, keep jumping. Keep jumping.
Will Edwards, who had the lone goal in the first half, works it forward to Nong Qual. Ball working against Gerald's, and Jenks loses it. Brooks Rogers tries to get it back. Kind of a shot toward the goal, but nobody was there.
Yeah, I'm looking at Norman's shape here, and it appears that they're trying to get players higher up the field, generate more offense.
Another out of bounds for North. Throw-in goes to Pao Tang. And you saw had that game winner against Booker T in the first game of the year for Jenks.
It's a dangerous ball.
Geralds heads it back toward his keeper, and it's going to go across the line. It'll be another corner kick for Jenks. Will Edwards will dial it up.
I think that's 5 corners now?
5 in the game, 2 here in the second half already, just 5 minutes in. Always a dangerous opportunity for the team kicking it in. Edwards, ball punched out by Newton. Yeah, Sully Newton. And Ethan Casty's going to run it down. Casty's on that back line for Jenks, coach, but when they have a corner kick, because he's so big, they always put him down in the box.
Yeah, they're standing him up. He's a very powerful player.
Sophomore Sully Newton will toe it up, get it toward midfield. Wind has died a little bit, but not much. Still blowing out of the south here in Jenks. Temperatures dropped down to 82. The winds dropped down to about 10 or 11 miles an hour, so it has dropped from that 17 to 18 that we saw in the first half.
Good aggressive defending there.
Here comes Edwards again. Nice pass to the outside. Cam Twong can't control it. Edwards again, trying to work his foot magic. Mendez. Spin move toward the goal, a shot, and a little bit too high and wide to the right.
Mendez showing us some.
He's had some crazy footwork too.
Some great footwork.
Watch
here.
this.
There it is. Pirouette.
Twice.
Yep.
3 times.
Yeah. And then, well, the shot deserved better. The spin moves deserved better than the shot.
Is that a crossover move where you step over the ball like they did that
over,
3 different times?
Very clever feed.
If you haven't heard, I know this is soccer, or your version, football, and we are at Allen Trimble Stadium here at Jenks. They did hire a new football coach this week.
Really?
Yes. A gentleman by the name of Keith Riggs, who'd been a defensive coordinator here and been involved in this program since 2003. The school board officially approved him last night. As Coach Trimble resigned, it's about a month ago, he officially resigned and he's handed over the reins. First time Jenks has had to hire a football coach since 1996. How about that?
Great record.
Yeah. Now Will Edwards, left side, working against the North defense. Kicks it ahead to himself again like he did on the goal earlier. He's backed into a corner. And it's going to be a corner kick. He sets it up quickly. And a header, off the top of the ball. Wow.
My goodness. Clever thinking by Edwards. He called everybody asleep. Very clever.
How did that one not go in?
Oh, it should have.
The goalkeeper, Sully Newton, was still trying to run back to get in position, and the ball was floating over his head, and Jenks should have had another goal.
No, that was very clever.
Take another look.
Takes it. Oh, he's got the net. Wow, it was harder to miss it than to score.
Cam Twong, the second time tonight he's had an opportunity with a header.
Yep.
And that one hit the crossbar and went straight down, and it was kicked out. The referee pointed, and everybody was standing there thinking it was over across the end line, going to be a goal kick, and Edwards said, okay, I'm taking advantage.
No, it was very clever thinking. Caught everybody napping.
Great heady play. Brooks Rogers kicks it out to this left side. It's Pao Thang. Forward to Wall. Wall spin move, gets a defender on the ground, does it again. Too much footwork that time.
Yeah, he overdid it a little bit.
Mendez now. Nice pass.
Well, he should have taken the shot. I mean, they're trying to walk it into the goal. But they're really having a tremendous spell at the moment. They've got Norman on the ropes.
Norman North has their backs against the wall right now, Coach.
Yep.
They're kind of fighting for their lives, just trying to keep Jenks out of their end of the field, let alone out of the goal box. See the reaction from Coach Giovanni Claros right there, just the frustration on his face and the body language. And another Jenks throw-in. Castile will throw it in for Jenks. Wall gets it away.
Every time they kick it away, it goes straight to a Jenks player.
That's what I was saying in the first half. It's just like there's a white jersey everywhere. They've got just as many players as North does out there. There's Qual, the cross, and again, Twang just cannot get it in the goal. He's clapped and said, hey, great pass, we're gonna get one here.
It was great, it was a great pass. Got himself one-on-one wide on the left and then delivered a beautiful cross.
That ball went on the other side of the fence. I think there's two of them back there. Keeper Sully Newton picks them both up.
And here we see that again.
Yeah.
It takes an awkward bounce just before it arrives, and he gets his foot under the ball instead of getting over it. So it really did take a bad bounce on him.
So another shot for Jenks, and another one that just does not go in the back of the net.
Sometimes when that happens as well, you come to rue your chances, and soccer can be a cruel game. Norman just need just one opportunity to get themselves back in this game.
Daniel Perry throws it in, stolen by Jenks. Twang gets it forward, and a little bit too far for Qual. Norman North will throw it in. Perry's going to throw it in again. Kind of a danger zone the way things have gone. Every time they pass it or throw it into somebody, Jenks is stealing.
It's the first time the goalkeeper's touched the ball this half.
North trying to mount some type of offensive attack. Stolen by Jenks. That's Will Edwards. With the throw-in. Edwards wastes no time up to Mendez. Or back toe pass. And that may end up being a corner kick. Nope. Yep. Ball's going to let it go out of bounds. Wisely.
Yes, very wisely.
Thought he was going to have another shot, and he realized the spin coming off the defender was going to carry it out of bounds anyway. So take the opportunity with the corner kick, and another one for Jenks. 4 here in the second half, 7 total. And they only had 3 in the first half, and they almost got a goal on the last one they had.
Yep.
As they caught everybody, including Norman North, off guard with a quick kick. That'll be another throw-in for Jenks. Well, they're really dominating all facets of this game, Coach. Throw-ins, corner kicks, shots on goal.
The one-on-ones, they're winning the dribbling battles, they're winning the tackling battles.
Edwards quite can't run that one down. Can't quite run it down.
but it's still only 1-0.
Cameron Morris nearly had it for Jenks at midfield. That one gets through, and it's going to be taken by A.J. Franklin. He'll get his second opportunity to punt the ball here in half number 2. And you know, you can be frustrated if you're Norman North coach, which I'm sure they are, but at this point, Jenks is just, they've outplayed him, but you got to give North some credit because Jenks has had multiple opportunities, and North defense and their goalie, Sully Newton, has stepped up.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they've hung in.
Shot by Jen Leon, and it's taken by Newton.
The Norman, they're going to have to do something. You changed it for me. I think they're going with 2 forwards now. They're going to have to do something to get back into this game.
Ball again, good footwork to get by the defensive cross. And another goal for Jenks. This one goes in. Jose Prado tips it in, and as many opportunities as they had, Coach, you knew one was going to go in.
Yeah, but it's great wing play on the left wing. Here we see it, great, beats his man very well, gets some daylight between him, and it's a great ball into the near post, and he just sneaks it in, and here again we can see that good footwork, and again an excellent cross, and he sneaks it in at the near post. Goalkeeper's very upset with his defense. Good stuff.
Some smiles from Jose Prado and the rest of the Jenks team, and on Quall with a nice cross, got by 2 defenders and the left-footed pass, and then Prado just beat the keeper to the ball.
Beat him to the near post, yeah. Keeper was waiting for it to come across. The referee's got some problem here. I don't know quite what it is.
I think he told the other official there's a Coney Islander in downtown Jenks. We're going to hit it after the game. It closes at 9. We've got 23 minutes left. We have plenty of time to get there. Said have the car running so when this is over we can hop in and go. Goal kick for Jenks. Tate Tettleton kicks that one across the goal line. Eric Marshall trying to get this Jenks team to the state title game. And they're on the verge now with just 23 minutes to go in this one. We're at Alan Trimble Stadium in Jenks. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on YurView. Mike Ziegenhorn, along with Coach Brian Harvey and the rest of our crew.
Hey, away, away!
Shot a little bit wide.
Yeah.
7 rows deep in the stands.
One of the worst things Jenks can do at the moment is to just fall back on defense instead of, I mean, they've had great success with, especially with their wing play. And I think that they shouldn't deviate from that. They should just continue what they're doing.
You don't, I mean, you don't want to give up anything cheap, but you don't want to get passive either, because that's when the other team can start attacking.
Yep.
Which Norman North really has not had an opportunity to attack tonight, Coach.
No, because they've been pinned back the whole game on great offense. So it's been difficult for them to generate anything, but it'll be interesting to see whether they just go back and sit back and invite Norman onto the game.
Morris with the throw in for Jenks. Ahead to Will Edwards, who's had a night himself. Battling against the defender, and It's going to be a penalty against
He's a clever player.
Josh Smittle.
Yeah,
Yeah, he really is. Very heady, got a high IQ for soccer, and
you're right, he's got a great soccer IQ.
he's got quick feet. And a fierce competitor.
Yeah, he is.
Kick it, drop! Kick it, drop! Step! Step!
Now North with an opportunity. That shot high and wide to the left. Looks like it might have been off the foot of Jamison Biles.
Well, that's the most dangerous they've been in the whole game. That's the best opportunity. That's the best look on goal that they've had. You can see here, nice bit of individual play. Gets his head up and his left foot lets him down. But he did very well to get himself a look on goal there.
And A.J. Franklin, the junior keeper, in no hurry to get things going. It's the best opportunity North has had here in the second half. With only 2 shots on goal in half number 1, they have 2 here in the second half. And we are midway through the second half, so 20 minutes to go in this soccer match. And if you're Jenks, you want to hang on, but not really hang on. You got to stay aggressive.
Yeah. They've just got to keep doing what they're doing.
Meanwhile, North, they want to speed things up and really attack, and they've pushed their front line forward, Coach. They've got 5 players now across the midfield.
They've got to push men forward, try to make something happen. And in doing so, they're going to leave themselves a bit open at the back, leave themselves open for counter-attack.
Yes, sir! Good, good, good. Yes, sir! Stop! Good.
Notice as the final 19 minutes unwinds, the difference in speed of the teams when a ball goes out of bounds or across the end line. North will be going 120 miles an hour, and Jenks will be going about 20 miles an hour to get the ball back into play.
In the coaching circles, they call that game management.
Here's Edwards again, as Jenks has a 3-on-4, and he just passed it a little bit too far ahead of Nonqual. But again, the speed to get from the sideline and all the way across to the middle of the field. Casti, Cameron Morse gets away with a push.
And again, that pass is a bit too heavy. Goes out for a goal kick.
There's the game management I'm talking about. I see Casti walking the ball back to his keeper.
Yes, sir.
For the goal kick. As the opposing team, there's not a whole lot you can do about it, is there?
No. And the big complaint is, they'll tell him to hurry up and don't kick it out of bounds.
Yeah. Control the ball, then you don't have to worry about him hurrying up.
Keep it on the field.
North trying to set something up again. Purdy heads it out and goes down, but gets right back up, and here comes the Timberwolves. Noticeably difference in what Jenks really not on the attack, Coach. They're just trying to control and not allow North to get anything, get a shot off.
Yeah, I mean, but I think there's a lot of more urgency to Timberwolves game now. They're 2 behind.
Edwards going to work against Geralds. Stops and gets by him.
That ball's out of bounds.
Just like I said.
Trying to set something up, starting on that far side, right in front of their own bench. It's right side. Middle has it stolen. Now Thang gets it up to Cam Twong. His shot toward the goal.
Actually, it was pretty good defending. He stuck to his task rather well and pushed him out away from the goal. So basically, he didn't have any angle on the goal at all. Good defending by Norman.
Mendez quickly saves it from going out of bounds. North kicks it out of bounds, and it'll be a Jenks throw. They'll probably burn 20 seconds off the clock to even walk it upfield to get it thrown in.
Yeah.
Came quicker than I thought it would. And another Jenks throw in. Trojans going to get things set offensively. They'll let one of their back defenders toss it in. Looks like it's going to be Cam Morse. Nope. 17, Keegan Helms. So Prado tried to back tip it, but defended well by Norman North. And Keegan Helms kicks it up toward the stands.
Yeah, guys, step up! Step up! Get in the air! Yeah, step! Good.
Ball sent 4 rows deep.
Yeah, it's pretty good defending.
Come on, guys, let's go! Keep it up! Keep it up!
If you hear that net sound, I think that's Giovanni coaching his team up. The head coach at Norman North.
Hey, you come behind you, 13. Get away! Yeah, get away! Get away!
Nice throw in, and it looks like it's going to be cleared out by Jenks. Jin Leon.
Handball.
And it is a handball penalty against Jenks, so Cam Twang. It's their first penalty here in the second half. They had 7 in the first half. And here comes Jenks again. Edwards, nice crossover move. Another one gets it to Twong on the left side. Steps around a defender, the cross, and nobody there, and it's going to be a corner kick for Jenks.
Again, fantastic interplay on the left wing here, and you see it again. He stops, he starts, he twists him again, and gets that ball across. It's very similar to the second goal, actually. They've had great success on the flanks tonight.
Corner kick for Jenks. The 5th one here in the second half. And now throw in for Jenks.
Yeah, Keegan.
Tanner Randall for North out there playing some defense. Mendez. Pass it off. Going toward the goal and headed out by the North defense. This is state semifinal soccer boys action. Jenks and Norman North. Second half, Jenks leading 2-0. They scored a goal in the final minute of the first half off the toe of Will Edwards. And then at the 56-39 mark, they got another goal from Jose Prado on a pass from Nong Qual. That's where Jenks is sitting right now, and 11 minutes away from the Trojans from a shot at a state championship. They will take on the winner of Union and Edmond North. And those two teams are playing right now over at Union Soccer Complex. Let's see if we can somehow get a score, Coach.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
No score on that one in the first half. In 5A, East Central leads Northwest Classen 1-0 in the first half. Kelly ahead of Santa Fe South 1-0, that one in the second half. And Fort Gibson has defeated Southeast. These are the only games that are going on right now. Jenks playing a little keep away on offense. Trying to get it by two defenders. These players on Jenks, Coach, are from Burmese. There's quite a good Burmese population here in the Jenks community. And as you informed me, I said, well, Burmese, they're from Burma. And he said, well, it used to be called Burma. And it's now called Myanmar, yeah. Two players, Ethan Castey said, I'm fine, I just hit knees with the other player from Norman North. No need to come out. They do stop, and the clock continues to wind. Castey gets up, and so does the Norman North player. Inadvertent, they ran into each other. It was number 12,
I'm surprised.
Jacob Humphers.
I'm surprised the referee allowed the clock to tick on.
I thought in high school they stopped it. I guess if it was a prolonged injury, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they don't do extra time.
Nope.
Or injury time. Now throw in for the Timberwolves. Final 8.5 minutes here, and Norman North's going to have to get something cranking pretty quick.
Well, they're going to see what they can conjure up on this throw-in over here. Just may take as much risk as possible, put as many men in the area as you can. But again, it was cleared. Jenks forcing them back.
Yeah, they were down by the goal box area. Now it's all the way back to midfield. Clock ticks under 8 minutes. It's 72-minute mark. The 6A semifinal showdown.
Hey, McCarty, 15. McCarty, you've got 10. Hey, you can't figure that out up there.
It's another long throw-in. See whether they can get something out of this. Good defending by the Trojans.
Headed out by Keegan Helms.
It's a dangerous ball.
Keeper comes up and gets it and fights for it and takes it away from one of the Norman North offensive players.
Actually, he did well. He got the second bite, but very determined, got off his line and said, this is my ball.
Mendez keeps things alive. Long. And it gets away from the keeper, and
he got it at the second bite. Did well.
Cam Prong just went a little bit too far. He's had a lot of opportunities and been very active in that goal area tonight.
He's been very busy.
He's also a junior, so he'll be back next year along with Quall and Will Edwards. A lot of 10 juniors on this Jenks soccer team.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, the keeper does well. He initially just doesn't hold on to it there and does well on the recovery.
Do stop the clock because that ball went so far out of play. I think it was looking for popcorn again, like the last time we were here, Coach. Went all the way around the stands. And
yep.
Aru now checks in for Jenks as Mendez comes out. A big hand and a great night for him.
Yeah, he had an excellent game.
Johnny, you gotta come back on, bud. Now wait, away! Hey, Norm! Norm, get in front of it!
5:25 to go. More still fighting to get something going as far as shots here in the second half. Just 2 shots. 4 shots total in the game, 2 in each half. This one goes toward the goal again, and it's headed around, and not the result they wanted. That's going to be out of bounds off Jenks, but a throw in. North quickly trying to get the ball back in play. Throwing toward the goal, punched out by the keeper, Franklin. The last 15 to 17 minutes, Coach, have been played primarily in this Jenks end defensively, but North really hasn't been able to capitalize.
No, they've not been able to penetrate at all, and here we have just a little bit too much overran it.
Long again, just playing his heart out, just unable to get anything to go in the back of the net.
Well, he's been quite unlucky tonight. I mean, he had the 2 headers, and he was unlucky with both of them. But as a coach, he's in a position to score goals. If he wasn't getting there, he'd be worried.
And out of bounds off Jenks. Player went down in a heap on that near the far sideline. If he got elbowed or trying to catch his breath is Jean Leon. They did stop the clock with 3.5 to go in this one. If you want to check out this game, we appreciate you watching the Ford Game of the Week on YurView. The replay will be next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. It's the Ford Game of the Week, channel 1333, next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Jenks and Norman North. State semifinal soccer action. The winner of this looks like it's going to be Jenks with 3.5 minutes to go, unless something crazy happens, Coach.
Yeah.
They'll go on to play the winner of the Union Edmond North soccer game that is going on right now over at the Union Soccer Complex. They didn't start till 8, so that game is scoreless in the first half.
Hey, ref! Ref! Hey, we have offside! Offside!
Here comes Will. Oh, what a... Well, yeah, that ought to be a red card.
Well, I thought, don't they exchange jerseys at the end of the game?
It's going to be a yellow card against Norman Norse, Jack Livingston. And he was not happy that Edwards ran right by him, so he just grabbed his jersey and spun him around.
I thought he was...
You're wanting to do a jersey exchange with 2 minutes to go, right?
There we go. Yep. Yep. I'm going this way. Oh, no, no, you're not.
Yeah, he's just holding on for dear life. So you're not going to beat my defense again like you did in the first half. Kick toward the goal from midfield, and another shot on goal for Jenks. They've got some speed in all areas of the field.
Yeah, they're going to, well, it's good overall team speed.
Throwing for Norman North.
Hey, two coming, two coming. Bro, you slide on one of them and more than the other. Hey, camera 14.
Scored once in the first half in the final minute, then another goal at the 56-39 mark of the game in half number 2 to make it 2-0. That point to pretty much seal things up. Trojans dominated most of this game from start to finish. These last 15 minutes or so, they've just sat back and just tried to prevent Norman North from getting a shot on goal.
Yeah, since they scored the second goal, they've just taken a more defensive posture.
And Kwong again. Defense just backs up. He takes a shot toward the goal and just a little bit too high. Wow.
It's a good effort. I don't know whether he got a look to see if the keeper was off his line, and here you can see the keeper's a little bit off his line. There's not much in that.
Kind of been the story of the night for him. Everything was just inches off.
He's been an unlucky lad.
He's got a chance now on the right side. They're trying to get him a goal, it looks like, Coach.
Yeah, but he wanted to bring that back to his left foot. His favored left.
You love that right there, that shot. The smile on his face and just having a great time out
having
here.
A great time. Yep. When you look up at that clock and you see that you're winning 2-0 and there's 30 seconds left, it's a great time.
There you go. Tried the header again.
Being an unlucky lad.
Newton kicks that one off the side of his foot, and that's going to do it. Jenks going to pick up the semifinal victory, improved to 11-4. They are headed to the state title game. You see the excitement from Coach Marshall and his players as they dance out on the field, and they will head to the state championship game. We don't know what day or where it'll be played, but it'll be this weekend, either Friday or Saturday. If Union wins, obviously they'll play it on this side of the state.
It'll be played on this side of the state, yep.
If it's Edmond North,
we toss a coin and we don't know.
He's listening to us again. He just repeated what we said. Date and time of the state title game will be determined. Everybody stay tuned. But this Jenks team comes out on top 2-0 tonight as they beat Norman North. A big win for them as they head to the state title game, and Eric Marshall's got to be fired up in his first year as head coach here at Jenks.
Yeah, well, it's a tremendous success. it's not like it was a fluke. I mean, they really deserved the win. They were the better team from start to finish, and it could have been more. It could have been more goals.
They definitely had more opportunities, way more shots on goal tonight for Jenks. 11 of them in the second half, 20 overall, with just 4 shots on goal for Norman North, coach. And you know, they had some opportunities late in the game, but just really didn't have anything that opened up for them. Now we're going to be joined by the head coach of the Jenks Trojans as his team celebrates about 10 yards behind him. Coach Marshall, congratulations, big win.
Thank you. It's a very big win for us. I'm very proud of the boys. They showed good fight, good heart for the whole game tonight. So all the credit goes to them.
Yeah, your team dominated really pretty much from start to finish. I mean, you were on the attack mode all night long, weren't you?
Yeah, that's what I told the boys. We had to go out with a sense of urgency from the very beginning, make it difficult for them, which I think that we did for the first 20 minutes, and after that 20 minutes, it endured for the rest of the game. So again, all the credit goes to the boys, sticking to the game plan, starting out early on the front foot, and actually playing a decent game all the way around. So very proud of the boys. I
felt that Will Edwards showed some real high soccer IQ when he took the corner kick and caught their defense flat-footed.
Yes, the only thing is I wish we'd have scored on that one.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely good soccer IQ from Will. He showed it at a very young age as a sophomore, which bodes well for us for the future of Jenks soccer, because he can control the tempo of a game, and he showed that tonight.
All right, Coach, congratulations and good luck in the state championship game. Whoever you play, it's either going to be Union or Edmond North.
Yeah.
Good luck, Coach.
Either way, it's going to be a difficult game, but we're not done yet, so hopefully we can take this out to fruition.
All right.
Thanks.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Eric Marshall, the first-year head coach here at Jenks, has the Trojans in the state championship game. And we're now joined by senior Ethan Cassidy, a defender. And Ethan, congratulations. Big win for your team. How do you feel?
I'm kind of in shock right now. I never really thought we'd make it this far. We got a great team. Just a lot of heart, you know. We were down last game. Just, I don't know.
Yeah, big win on Friday night at Broken Arrow to score late and to get the golden goal in overtime. But how fun is it as a defender to sit back there and watch the guys up front do their magic?
Oh, man. I've had teams that can't really do it up front, and let me tell you, it's exhausting. But when you have a team that can hold the ball and go put some goals in the back of the net,
I saw that on 1 or 2 occasions when you had corner kicks, Coach was sending you up to use your heading ability to try and generate some offense.
Yeah, I've scored a couple times this year on those. I don't know, they play the ball to me and I get my head on it. So
congratulations.
Well, congratulations and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Go celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Ethan Cassidy, the senior defender here for Jenks. We're going to take a break and wrap this one up. Will Edwards got a goal tonight. His Trojans win it 2-0. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
Drug and alcohol addiction can destroy lives and families. Left untreated, addiction could lead to death or injury to those you love. But help is only a phone call away. At Parents Against Addiction, our mission is to provide support to people whose lives are being affected by drug and alcohol abuse. Call us to find the help that you and your family deserve. Parents Against Addiction works exclusively with fully licensed and accredited facilities. Call Parents Against Addiction now for your free and confidential consultation. Call 1-800-521-7770.
We're back in Jenks. The guys still celebrating the 2-0 win to send them to the state championship game. All smiles here in Trojan land tonight. Mike Ziegenhorn, Brian Harvey, and Coach. Final look at the stats, and you can see it was dominated by Jenks.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, just you look at the shots, 20 shots to 4 in hits, corner kicks 8-2, saves, no saves there on the Jenks end. So it was dominating from start to finish. And although Norman had a little bit of a spell when it was 2-0, really it was Jenks' night.
It was. Trojans win it. Eric Marshall in his first year has this Jenks team in the state championship game. They haven't won a title since 2006. Well, we've had a great run starting all the way back in August of last year when we started football, American football, and we're going to end it with European football. Had a great crew all season long. Started with Jonathan Candy and Kelly Barnett and Terry Smith, our producer Mike Davis, technical director Rob Case, Sean Moran on graphics, audio, Brent Caffey and Jack Neal, Clayton Bruner, and some of the crew in the back on the EVS. They record everything and do all the replays. TJ Barbie helping us out on the score bug. Zach Ziegenhorn helping us with stats tonight. On camera, Dave Davies, Dylan Throckmorton, Monty Seaborn, and Jeff Rigener, and Tyler Spittler, our grip, timeout coordinator and all-around guy that helps us on everything. Colin Tuttle, Hunter Weaver, Andy Casey, Bill Cerny, and Tim Carson. Also a big help to our crew, among many others, throughout the season. We appreciate you joining us on YurView, the Ford Game of the Week, and we will see you in August.